welcome to JoRo against Sitaux in the Deathmatch World Cup qualifiers. I'm here with Kelar, and we're watching Berbers versus Hans for the first game. And as we already pointed out, Berbers should be favored here. I think there's a possibility of one big push for the Hans at minute 10 if the Berber fails to make enough onagers.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't see much more chances for them.
But Hans are Hans, right? So maybe Sitaux can make something work here.
Indeed, and
JoRo already got a villager kill. The scout, that's not great for the Hun to be behind the wilds, but also doesn't really matter that much.
Hans can take villager losses, the easiest of any saves, because you can't lose your house will, and that's normally the biggest problem.
But also JoRo not building any houses right now, so he will be housed.
Is JoRo doing standard 4-6-8? Normally he does like 6 stables or something, no? I guess there's no big kill on this map. Oh, that's Sitaux, yeah, of course.
Sitaux just does a standard Hun build order because he doesn't know anything else.
Yeah, JoRo normally goes with these giant Hun build orders, and you just said JoRo and Hans in there.
6, 12, 14 or something like that.
Yeah.
The JoRo build order.
The JoRo build order. Here's 5 stables into quick Cavalry Archers.
And being fully housed because it still doesn't build houses.
That might be an indicator of how Hans can win the matchup. Hans will get the army out quicker than the Berbers, especially if the Berbers are housed. But also if they're not housed. TCs though by Sitaux. I want to see siege workshops first.
I want to see like no TC. Probably like maybe like the true way of playing it against Goths, like super late TCs and only on gold.
Yeah. Like first, like castle siege workshops. Like you want Travs and Rams as quickly as possible, I think. And then TCs are lower priority.
Castles, maybe just go. The onagers are a bit scary for full Rams, right? So,
yeah, that's why you kind of want Travs after like the first.
Man, JoRo deleted this market. I'm already triggered.
I think it's okay.
But no, like it does. Okay, that's.
It's cool. I only want to say it's cool. I didn't want to say it makes sense.
Okay. It's style points.
3 siege workshops only. That runs into my fear of the not enough onager thing for the Berbers.
Yeah, but we don't see any siege for the Hun yet, so he has a lot of time to mess some.
2 siege workshops for Sitaux, so 3 workshops for JoRo will suffice. A rather weak first from Sitaux though. I think he could have done more with Cav Archers. True, for also being one of the fans, like the classic joke between Sitaux and me is about Korean Cav Archers, right? Where I tend to agree by now. But now we have the Cavalry Archers out. Habitats are a problem for Berbers a lot in RM at least. And also here, because the Cavalry Archers take a while to take them down. Where are the Rams? We have 180 army. So that's the Hun window.
5 siege right now. 5 siege units, and his workshops are also only 2 and at his base. So the Rams will take a long time to ever get to the middle. Or to the base of JoRo. So I would have loved like 5 forward workshops here.
Yeah.
And now JoRo also is at nearly 200 pop because he's housed again. And there's a lot of onagers, a lot of camels, a lot of camel archer.
Cavalry Archers getting stuck a little bit in between that, but yeah, castle on that hill, siege workshops around it would have been beautiful for Sitaux. And now there's way too many onagers for him to go forward with his 5 Rams. So yeah, I guess you could take map control in 5 relics and hope to somewhat win it by the 5 relics, but JoRo already has one in his hands.
He can't take map control now. Like he has less army and a way weaker army.
A little bit of self damage there inflicted by JoRo, shooting at his Cavalry Archers. And Sitaux being cocky in chat here. The psychological warfare has already started.
But that's classic Sitaux. He always does that. Like I played him in some team game tournament, and he always Always is cocky.
And now JoRo could be cocky, because there was got some nice shots.
Yeah, looking really good for JoRo now.
Camel Archer, Onager, he did the right amount of Onagers at the right time. Also controlling the north with 3 camels, so that castle will likely not to go up. The JoRo outpost starting to be everywhere. Could also get that relic map control for JoRo now as well. In the south, the Hussar is posting everywhere around the map, like a little bit wasting under the castle there. But he has traps with the push already. No meat shield though.
Yeah, but does he really need one? Like, he has the onagers, he can go back a bit. Like, if there was a big paladin army from Sitaux right now, maybe, but there won't be. And also
without
Sitaux
food,
doing Hassa.
and without farms, probably not.
Maybe if Sitaux did full paladin with a bit of market abuse instead of the Hassas he built, he could have pushed this back.
Why is he doing Hassa and not Tarkans with 1.4k gold?
Yeah, a Tarkin's even better than paladin, yeah.
And now JoRo can just micro that ball of army. Is that 100 army? I guess he has some scattered around to take the map, but he's also doing that. TC up north. Doesn't have stone. Is he on stone somewhere? Okay, yeah, adding a TC on stone with a lot of villagers. I think that's smart to secure map. Like, probably want a castle on that hill where its army is right now. And that's also the main goal of Sitaux.
Also already 3 relics in for JoRo. Looking really good for him.
Kelar sounding more and more sad every second that JoRo is just playing this game clean and correctly.
No what? No. I don't have favorites here, I like both people. I'm not, yeah. I like Sitaux, I like JoRo. Can be a bit annoying, but that's okay. And now we see a bit of Tarkin from Sitaux. Actually really good right here, because there's not a single camel left. Like 10 more and he maybe even clears the
taking out
army.
all the onagers.
Yeah.
21 farms, now he's out of wood.
Yeah, the eco wasn't the greatest for Sitaux.
I mean, he didn't try to go for eco, right? He went 180 armies, so there was a phase where he was like 2 house to make eco. But it didn't have enough siege for it to work.
But he also invested in 9 TCs and villages out of all of those, so... Kind of a mixture.
When he has a nice eco distribution now, I guess. But no army to defend against the Camel Archers.
Yeah. I think the probably even the Hussars killed him here, like the 40-50 Hussars he built. I think that's what lost him this game. And, like, he could have played it like at least 10 minutes longer probably if it does Tarkin instead of Hussar. So I don't know, yeah. But Hussar, doing too early Hussar is a common mistake for a lot of RMs.
True. So also saw it last set. And resource collected way more for JoRo. Coming down to the fact as just mentioned. There was also market usage by JoRo. A little bit. 1.6k.
That's a bit of a weird hand pick here, I think. Like if your opponent has Berbers as his like first civ to pick, then you don't really want to go Huns.
Also, Hindustanis in mains right behind it, right?
Yeah.
Like 3 camel civs that have anti-Carvator options after that. I guess Hindustani the least.
I think Berbers is the best, and Hindustanis is Malians is like a winnable matchup for Huns. In comparison to...
Wilds is tougher than Hindustanis, I would say, but...
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, not sure.
Now it is either Habub or Forlex. You probably know the map already.
No, it's not Habub or Forlex, it's Prairie or
yeah, JoRo one, never mind, yeah. Serengeti or Prairie, so rather long map. Might see Mongols, but that's probably if it's Serengeti, I guess. There's no way to look up the map for one of us without the Civ, so it's a bit sad.
I can tell you it's prairie.
It's prairie, but you also know the Civs, right?
Yeah, but what do you expect here? What are the two civs you expect?
Okay, I have to think about that. Like, Fancy 2, there's still 2 camel Civs left plus Mongols. Is prairie. It's really tough to pick anything for Sitaux, because I don't like his craft at all. Like, I was trying to think, what would I pick if I'm Sitaux, and I would like kind of, I don't know, give up.
I mean, like, the best option I actually see here for Sitaux is going Khmer and doing a fucking clump with the full ballista elephants. But I don't know. That also doesn't sound too good.
I guess Spanish is his best pick, but then he runs into Malians.
Spanish is so bad against Malians and Hindustani. Like, probably even more.
I tried to say what I expect now.
Yeah.
There was Spanish against Malians.
Spanish Malians, okay.
I mean, that's if JoRo picks right and
Zero
picks...
out of 2.
Yeah. He's clicking Bulgarian, so is he really doing Khmer?
No. It's Goths against Hindustanis.
What? Why would you pick Goths on Prairie? I mean, Goths against Hindustani is it's a lucky pick for Sitaux,
like
but I don't understand
you
it.
You kind of think that it's like, if you never played the map, you think it's a rush heavy map. And it can be a super close rush map, but like in 50% of the time it's a super long, boring map.
And like, if Sitaux thought he thinks I'm going a Cav Civ, like Spanish or something, which is my only Cav Civ really, or Bulgarians, and he picks a Camel Civ, then I'm best off with Goths. I think it's kind of one of the best matchups that Sitaux could hope for.
Really? Against, like, they're fully upgraded champions, they have hand cannons with more range. But yeah.
But all the other matchups are also shit.
It's the best matchup. Like, Mongols and Hindustanis are the 2 matchups you can hope for with Goths. So.
Alright, enjoy your trip,
Mongols even more.
Yeah, my against Mongols might have been that. Should we start? I'm at 5 seconds.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Goths for Sitaux, Hindustanis for JoRo. And how can Goths win this?
Yeah, JoRo deleting one of his scouts. I kinda talked shit about that in the past, but like on the map this long, I think it's actually the right choice. How can Goths win this? Like, I don't know how Goths can win every matchup. Like, full on Haskell all in probably could work. I don't know. Tough.
Not what JoRo is doing, he's starting Habitus. What's the follow-up for Habitus? Okay, Habitus are fine against the Camels. And there's only 2 stables and 5 barracks.
No, I think if you do Habitus, you're dead. To be honest. You need to do a lot of damage early, and like right now he plays like he is against like a top rush civ in the game, like against Hans or maybe against Cumans who played similar. But he's playing against Hindustanis, they don't even have treadmill crane, they only have camels, so like Haskars are even good against that.
And he saw the build order, right? He saw the barracks from JoRo as well. So it's clear that JoRo has the counter build order. Like 2K camels into champions is like the best thing that JoRo could do against what Sitau's doing right now, I feel.
Yeah, it's just the best thing he can do, but like, even like, especially in this situation, like full on Haskell rush would have done something. There's nothing that can do anything as a mobility of Huskars right now from JoRo. But full halberdier, like, what are you building like? Even champs would have been way better than halberdiers because they are also decent against camels. I don't know. I'm not too happy with how Sitaux is playing it, but it's also a really hard matchup. I don't know.
Yeah, and you have to decide really quick. 11 barracks is also too much.
Way
can't
too
build
much,
that many
yeah.
houses. I mean, adding some more barracks after the houses is kind of good in some of these anti-cav matchups, but not 11 straight away, definitely.
Yep.
Now he's running all over the map, which probably is good for the camels to go around that. And I mean, the champions just mop up everything because there's not a single champion of Sitaux.
You still need a lot of champions. Like you need if you have like 5 more Huskars, I think it's okay for the Huskars. Matchup isn't that one-sided.
I don't know. Huskars died at champions and 2 hand cannons.
Not too much. Like compare the stats of champions and Huskars. Champions have 1 attack more and 1 melee armor more. That's it. If Sitaux would have been full Huskar right now, JoRo would be dead, I think. But it's not the scenario we're watching right now. So.
Yeah, he could have also reacted differently. It's a champion hand cannon army. That right now is countering everything.
Against full halberdiers.
What is JoRo? Like, JoRo hasn't added a single farm. Like, Sitaux hasn't added a single farm yet, and now it's adding 5 ranges at the right side. Still working on houses. He's trying to go 200 halberdier Huskar army.
And then he tries to go Cav Archer.
Cav? I guess Cav Archers are good against champions and hand cannons, but Goth Cavalry Archers are pretty shit, no?
They have most upgrades. I don't know if they have thumping. Probably don't have thumping, so yeah, not great.
So swarming this here.
But now, even if he had his full army over there, like, probably would have won the fight.
JoRo's out of gold. Still has 44 hand cannons in queue, no?
And
so not
30
easy.
champions. So.
These were fairly traps for Sitaux. One of them more coming forward. Spam this banana beer for all those hand cannon here. Well, that somewhat works.
Maybe. Not really.
Yeah, not from the Fairs Mars, but I like the beer and the banana emote because they're similarly colored.
Decent army from Sitaux now, though.
I won't read your comment weiter.
Yeah, that could be the case.
That's a lot of trebuchets by Sitaux. Not too many castles around there. It is 142 and the army, and now it's champions and the Cavalry Archers against the hand cannons.
But I don't know if
someone's not looking too shabby for Sitaux.
I think the Goth Cavalry Archer get destroyed by Indian hand cannons. So I don't know. But a lot of melee units right now. Maybe he can swarm the hand cannon. Doesn't. Maybe not.
He's through the meat shield.
If JoRo.
Hand cannons being micro back, castle falls. JoRo's all his villages idle. What?
Not
why is
all
like,
of this.
Like uncaptured, it looked like it was half of Sitaux. But that's a lot of in those forward TCs. It's kind of all its gold with. He still has 800 though. And then cannons are pushing it back. JoRo again shooting his own units a little bit with the Onager. Apparently I taught JoRo stuff.
He trained with you, I think.
We played quite some games. We never played a training set, I think. but just a lot of ladder games.
But now looking good for JoRo. I don't really like the Cav Archer against the hand cannons. Like, I think even Indian Cav Archer die against those hand cannons.
Goth Onagers?
Yeah,
I mean, they have less range, but I know they have so many less range than the hand cannons, right?
they have less range than the hand cannon, they have less range than the Onager of the Indian, right? They have siege engineers.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would work, probably not.
You could hope for lucky shots at least, but I guess the traps could fire at the hand cannons.
Maybe that's something.
Sitaux now
do, yeah.
8 farms, so his food is empty. Means that push should stop soon. And resources are looking good for JoRo. Not amazing, but good.
Yeah. And still a lot of halberdiers on the field for Sitaux.
Can we guys pretend it worked? I tried to, Keller didn't want to.
Yeah. I didn't want to pretend. I never pretend.
You're even more German than me.
And now all of the
And
traps
Sitaux
should go, or most of the traps at least should go down.
Now you make me sad.
Really would have liked to see how full Huskarls do against an early Indian. What Indians can do early against full Huskarls. Sadly, didn't get to see that. Ah, no, why are you going back, Joe? Just take the fight.
JoRo doesn't believe his own hand cannoneers. We need more banana beer.
Like the Indian hand cannons even have more pierce armor than the Cav Archers.
True, right? They also get the extra pierce armor and the extra range.
Yeah.
These things are such a weird unit, man. Hand cannoneers are not supposed to be that good in the game, I feel.
I think it's fine that we have one.
At least
like
one Civ has decent hand cannoneers, yeah.
Two Civs. I think Burgundian hand cannons are also something.
Okay, yeah. But still, like, they were so shit all the time. Like, it's weird to have them in good.
You should complain about that. Maybe JoRo would listen to you.
Ragnarok says, we'll go and cry probably in the shower because I know that Keller will never go there.
Yeah, true.
Good strategy.
Modern problems
That's
require
actually
modern
really good.
solutions.
Oh. JoRo is thinking a little bit more backward with its army, patrolling out of the fights.
Yeah, but I also I also have that problem a lot of times that I patrol backwards and then half of my army fights and the other half just walks away. When I'm stand ground. That's really bad.
Oh, but the army arrives at the right time at the trebuchets to kill all of them.
Yeah, but not the
Not
biggest
all of
siege right now for JoRo. Where his traps are all on the right
And
side.
the hand
when none
cannons
of
can
his
even
army
kill
is.
TCs. Come on, they have more range.
Insane, yeah. OP.
They don't have more range than the castle, luckily.
But I think Sitaux only lost this game because of the relic spawns. Like 5-0 for JoRo now. That's it's really unfair.
I didn't even want to read Nalda's comment when you're fully doubling down on it.
Well, look at how the wood lines are for Sitaux.
Maybe Tempo's playing in the tournament after all. But it's 4 trebuchets. Ah, oh, that's right? One monk protecting them?
No, it's between 4 and 8 that the Tempo does. Sometimes he just rolls up with 8 traps and no army.
The casual hand cannon you shoot this on the wood coast guy? I don't know, that looked fun.
Hand cannons are such a cool unit, man. I don't think there's a unit that looks as cool as hand cannon.
Why don't you play AoE3 then?
Because AoE3 looks shit.
But it's full of hand cannoneers.
Yeah, but they aren't looking as cool as the hand cannons from AoE2.
True. They look like the Imperium from classic Warhammer, like the most generic of the factions from the Imperium.
Yeah.
With their dresses
Exactly.
here in red.
Exactly.
I don't remember how the faction was named. But
It's Imperium. Like, oh, are you talking about the game and not the tabletop?
I'm
Then-
talking about the game with tabletop, and they had like different orders, and one of them only had this white red style. I think Marine.
Marienburg. Or not? No, yeah, Marienburg as well, but the main faction as well is that white and red style now.
Yeah, I thought the main faction had a more definite name.
I don't.
I didn't
remember.
play the game. I'm only referring to the tabletop.
Played both. And I don't know.
I had the closest thing I had to Imperium was a Kislev army in the tabletop.
You played early.
I'm old,
What?
yes. I played.
Yeah.
early.
No, you played like earlier variants of the game, right? The early editions.
Yeah.
I only played like the last Warhammer Fantasy edition before Age of Sigmar. And there were no Imperium sub-factions and no Kislev, so
Ah.
okay.
Yeah,
Don't talk
Kislev
about
were only in a white dwarf sub list. I don't know if there was an official Kislev, but they made the miniatures.
Okay. Yeah, JoRo probably won this game already, and that's why we are talking about Warhammer right now.
The Sitaux still at full pop, but his army isn't too convincing.
But he is 40, Goth Cavalry Archers.
But we talked initially about Sitau's love, or I briefly mentioned Sitau's love of Cav Archers. Originally
You
the
were right.
Korean Cav Archer argument. Yeah, the Goth Cav Archers. Now the Ghulams should deal not as well. Ghulams are kinda Cav Archer killers. It's the only thing where I find they are like go through damage useful at any point, like passing Cav Archers that they can poke.
Yeah, against normal Arbalists, they're also good.
Yeah, but normal Arbalists don't appear too much in DM, and I have not played any RM the last 2 months.
Plumes, they're really, really good. Yeah, but in DM they are only good against Cavalry, I agree.
Sitau.
GG. Still at full pop.
With
but still-
210 pop. Just like I don't have an army composition sad face.
He also overbooped quite a bit, so it's not helping him.
Trying to win
Zero
it
for
late with a lot
JoRo.
of farms. I feel like that's the
don't-
right moment for me to take a little break. But it's only been 2 seconds. And I'll open the draft view.
So I can talk to chat in the meantime.
No, you can talk to yourself.
No,
Because yourself is way cooler than chat.
that's true. Hmm. Let's see, now we get Serengeti. I'd assume draw to pick Mongols here. Probably the only map where he can really play Mongols, but also he has still Malians, Japanese students, so maybe he plays Malians. Not sure. Sitaux, probably Spanish or Khmer. He needs something mobile, so I'd say Spanish. Spanish Malians or Spanish Mongols. But Spanish also really good on Habub. The other shifted Sitaux are really shit on Serengeti. Maybe Bulgarians. Bulgarian Malian also sounds good.
How do you say Eisfach in English?
Eisfach.
Not in Estonian.
I don't know.
Because I got banana juice from said thing. And I'm really hoping that it will
From
be
the
great.
freezer, then maybe.
Yeah. Freezer sounds good. But it's like freezer, it's not like the whole thing. the refrigerator, but the really cold part of it. Right? But the whole thing
Yeah.
would be refrigerator, so I guess freezer makes a lot of sense.
You're so smart. And
Yeah, that's the thing when you're streaming, right? You always say all your thoughts, so you always sound dumber, because in real life, you would think first and then talk. And when you're streaming, you're talking first and then think. So I think everybody is streaming is automatically dumber.
So you say that all streamers are really dumb.
No, I think all streamers are really smart in real life, and people don't recognize that enough.
Maybe.
Because for a structural reason. And then 3 seconds later, you completely forget what you said. Yeah, what did I say 3 seconds ago? Freezer. I think.
That you are really smart.
I generalized the statement, so it doesn't sound that douchey. We got Spanish against Mongols. Answer again.
That's one of the options I said, so I'm right. And really good at the game.
I didn't hear what you said, so I'll just believe you. I started to stream so people think that I'm smart. Rigny, I always thought you're really smart.
Yeah. Agreed.
I'm at 1 second.
I'm at 6 seconds.
Ah, kelar Pepega.
You always want to go for 5 seconds and then I failed at that.
Now I was quick. Okay, I'm at 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Spanish against Mongols. And the J of JoRo hangs kind of weirdly over the Mongols. I don't know what happened there. On Serengeti, big hill in the middle. That might be good for Spanish.
That's really good for Spanish, I think. If he gets on that hill and like takes also the sides, then really little wood for JoRo to take, like always in Serengeti. And also not a lot of gold that he has on his side, like in his corner that he can take if he loses the middle hill.
So more at the top. He has 3 secure ones, kind of. 1 forward, 2 secure ones.
Yeah.
And from Sitaux, everything is forward,
right?
but Spanish should be able to secure that. Why are they saying XU11?
No, because it's Serengeti and people joke about
they don't find themselves because they don't look at the 4 tile goals and then
yes, exactly, and then they cry about it, yeah.
They're not trying as hard as about Golden's 4. Okay, that paladin won't find a kill, no villager kills so far. 5 stables for JoRo. And Siege Workshop's already up. There's no Cavalry coming from the Spanish, untypical. For Sitaux, not for Spanish.
For Sitaux, yeah. Yeah, big Halberdier Paladin would be decent here for like a lot of Halberdiers, a lot of Paladins, and just take the middle hill and raid around the sides. And then you need to
Rex maybe a little bit too late for my feeling. Like he did 6 stables before 4 Rex.
Yeah, and only 4 barracks also really
better.
little. I don't really like that, but only 9 camels also. I don't think that makes a difference.
But here you go with the castle spots, Keller. Come on, that's castles that Keller must approve.
Like that, I really like how Sitaux is placing his castles. Yeah, one at the space for trap protection and Kongs probably, and then take all of the hills. I even would have liked one at the very top with 1 extra gold on the relic. Because Spanish built the castles fast, I think that should go up.
Yeah, Mongols are really slow. JoRo just gathering army at home for that one big push.
I think like Sitaux could send like small paladin raid groups out to the sides. Just and run around his base constantly, so JoRo is annoyed by that. Because there will be the one really big push from the Mongol that will be really dangerous. I don't really like the traps or something. I think Sitaux should just camp the hill and maybe a lot of honor just even.
Do you think the Mongol should push up that hill, or can he work around it somewhat?
I think the Mongol needs one big army and just do the train through the middle. I think that's his only win condition here. Like the map is really bad for Mongols.
Yeah. It's also unusual that Serengeti has that huge of a hill in the middle, right?
Yeah.
More of what you expect from 4 legs or something. Camels dancing, paladins dancing, Siege just shooting.
Yeah, but
Siege Rams versus Mongols?
And only at 30 halberdiers, they are dying right now. I don't think that's a fight. Yeah, I know. Sitaux goes back. That was a really bad fight for Sitaux.
Yeah, so bad that he's laughing at it.
He'll probably lose the castle. No. If JoRo... Yeah, JoRo already has the traps out and should push now.
Still think SO are overrated. They must have talked a lot in lobby too.
You need to join DM voice chat one time when JoRo is there, and you know exactly how JoRo feels about everything.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to avoid that. Actually, I can't play when there's that much talking, so prefer to play with just listen to my thoughts. Independent of the opinion. Mongol Rams are better, but there's also a ton of melee, so not the biggest fan of the Rams. I guess they are taking out the traps.
Nah, but I think JoRo still needs to go back here and maybe raid a bit more. Like, that army seems so unstoppable right now for the Spanish.
No. JoRo's also doing good job controlling it so far. Like, so far the series looks really dominant for JoRo. 140 pop though. JoRo needs houses.
That's also been a constant issue for him in this series.
True.
Not, like being a house. He only has 3 traps right now. I would like 6, 7 traps and just push through the middle.
Yeah, it says 29 baguette IQ. Those could be a few more traps, but I think baguette numbers are key, so.
I would even like
a there's bit, the houses.
Few more camels probably. There's so little help deals all the time from Sitaux.
Farming up quite forward by Sitaux, so if he loses that hill, that's all in danger. Now the big engagement, paladins going in.
Yeah, but
the camels are not fighting! JoRo!
What is JoRo doing?
They're still sand guard patrolling or what? Oh god!
And he lost all of his traps, he lost like half of his units without them fighting, and this is like best case for Sitaux. I feel like now he has a chance of winning. Before that, it was probably like super over. But now, like with the eco that JoRo has right now, I think it's looking decent for Sitaux. Sitaux fully boomed.
You meant the eco that JoRo doesn't have, right?
Yeah, exactly. And no more siege to push right now. Like nothing that's going on for JoRo right now. But he needs like
he
traps.
left the hill. Why did he leave the hill? Why not
but
stay
he still
on
has resources, right? He can go for a
yeah,
castle on the other hill and go for like 9 more traps, and then keep on pushing.
But I don't understand why JoRo's army is standing under the hill and not on top of the hill, and why he's not building a castle.
And I don't understand why he doesn't have siege. Like, we need to kill him. You have 10% of the map.
A lot of things we don't understand. Nice tower by Sitaux.
Eco or something?
JoRo sneaked the relic away.
Yeah, but Sitaux now controlling the top as well. Like, JoRo has nothing and he doesn't take the hill and he doesn't go for more siege.
What is that? Why is all the JoRo's army just waiting there?
Well, what is JoRo's plan right now? Like,
not wanting
until he dies?
Win the set with this game.
Yeah, I guess.
1 trebuchet in his castle, and now he takes the fight under the hill.
Maybe he tries the Frost way of playing it, like be in a bad position and wait until your opponent gets like bored and tries to attack you and then win.
Oh, but the paladins are killing everything! Besides the Mangudai, I guess he saved them. Looked like he would shoot his own Mangudai for a second.
Yeah, but like, why wasn't there a castle? Like, why did he stop pushing?
3k stone, no castle on that hill, army going home when he had the hill control.
And now he doesn't have like the insane death pot anymore that he had like 2 minutes ago. Like, he has only Mangudai. Probably needs some camels again, he needs some more traps, he needs some more as well.
It's making only Mega Die, and that means he always has to run back from the Paladins.
Like, he needs that push really desperately.
Do you remember the Boomstick Mongo game?
No.
Like, I cast it with KD, Boomstick against Jump Chuck. Feels a bit similar, in a way, the mistakes.
Like, JoRo already is running low on wood. He doesn't have much to take here.
North completely denied. The TC he could delete. And getting some Musa out, but he doesn't have farms, so we can't really get Hussar out. JoRo had a death ball, then he left the hill, now he has nothing.
And he just didn't build any more siege. I don't know. Like, this is so weird.
Is this like account trading and JoRo just gave his account away to somebody else that's not as good as him in minute 12?
I don't know. It's so weird.
Is there a secret deal and in the lobby Sitaux offered him a lot of money?
Maybe, yeah.
1k dollars of my prize money if you don't go on a hill with your army?
If you let me win.
Ah, that would be too boring of a deal. Well, it's raiding the Farmico now, and like Sitau's Farmico is super ultra mega exposed.
That
Just
looks
like
like
Spanish
my
wills, I don't
Farmico.
care. Yes, in the Malians war against Solara. Where you refuse to make
Some
TGTCs
games.
around your farms.
I also have that problem in a lot of games at the moment, because I normally build my first castles forward, and then with the stone I mine, I build all
Oh,
defensive
God.
castles.
Do you see what I'm seeing, Killer?
See the gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would be an admin loss for Sitaux if anyone contacted the admins. And I know that JoRo knew about the gate. He didn't contact anyone. And they will have a conversation about that, so...
For now, let's just cast the game, right?
Yep. No. Like, JoRo tries everything except take the fucking free hill and keep on pushing. And giving him a chance to win the game.
You definitely saw it. No, both are at 200 pop. And a lot of paladins in JoRo's
really like
Fulico.
that big hit, yeah. That's so... Like, there's so little equal for JoRo. But JoRo still, like, he would have the resources for, like, the one big push. Where's the push? It's a push!
Okay, you're always accusing me to be the hypecaster, and then now you're doing memp expressions, eh? I see where you go.
Because I'm making fun of hypecasters.
Ah, you secretly want to be one.
There's nothing I would... There's nothing worse I could imagine than being a hypecaster.
Okay. They apparently
No.
had a conversation about it, and it's
JoRo
deleted.
saw it, and it's deleted, and they keep on playing. I don't really like not even talking to any admin about that. There's nothing we can do about that.
About them not talking, I guess.
What?
Let's focus on the game.
Yep.
74 Mega Die. It's kind of hard to control a group of bigger than 40, and it's getting one bombard cannon. One hero bombard cannon shooting them. And it's just 80 Mangada with no meat shield and no siege.
Yeah, but the army is decent for JoRo again, and he still has 3 relics, so if he just builds siege now and pushes the middle hill and like all of the base of Sitaux that's in range of that middle hill, then it's looking pretty good for him. But there's still only one trap, that the one that he had from the start on in his castle and never left the castle, so...
Ooh, that could be really nice combat cannon shots in there. All the Mangada totally stacked up. And they're super low HP now.
Yeah. Still a really good army though. Like an army that could push over hills.
Ooh, he cut open the forest. There's a wall being built now by Sitaux.
So weird, just build one siege ram. Now there he built
There
a
is a
siege ram,
siege
but
ram. I mean, Sitaux just needs to wait until JoRo runs out of wood. Eventually JoRo will need to come out, even though he has more relics. Oh, walls. He's walling in the wood from his own side? Okay, he doesn't want an Onager cut. But Onager could still cut the other wood to the left of it. And the ram could kill
just
the
one
wall.
siege ram.
2
What is
petards.
that?
No, wait, it's fortified wall. 3 petards?
Maybe no single petard and just one siege ram.
Ah, Sitaux a bit optimistic saying wood, please, but JoRo still has 3k and 44 on it. But we know now that Sitaux was thinking I just cut you off wood.
No, it's the last wood line for JoRo. And he can tag in this game, and Sitaux still has like 15.
That tower. JoRo can get 275 more wood. Easy.
Yeah, but the army again looks really good for JoRo. Just siege.
It's a no siege challenge. It's
And now he
under the
puts
hill castle. Let's go. Kelar rage. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Like, what is that castle supposed to get you? Sorry, but what purpose does it serve?
It is supposed to get you the wood.
But like,
It does accomplish losing you 700 stone. Or 650.
like, I don't get it. In what world does that stay up? Or even protect the wood really? Like, they can still be like a tower from the other side or something like that.
Probably Sitaux will stay around there though. But yeah, it will not stay up. That's a good fight. It's forced a good fight though. Like, that's a lot of Kongs dying to the Mangada. With Sitaux trying to fight under the hill when he can just kill the castle from uphill.
And now siege from JoRo, then he can maybe even push that hill, like use that as a base to push the hill. Then if that's the intention, then I don't hate it that much. Like just so his army can go back and protect the traps while he tries to get the hill, but then he would need like 5 more traps
more than
now.
one trap, yeah.
Go, 5 more traps now. 5 more traps now, let's go.
No, let's not go. Let's go
Traps.
Rams. Well, could
I
do
know,
something.
like,
Not
the
too many
Rams won't
paladins
do
around.
anything. Like, Rams aren't great against Kongs, Rams aren't great against Paladin or against Hassa. Maybe he gets the castle.
One trap and 2 Rams.
But now
I mean,
we
he's
have
getting a
the
lot of
first
Kong
and the
kills with the Mangada during it.
Yeah, like Sitaux had a lot of Kongs in queue, and they just all ran in and took like really bad fights with really bad numbers. And now JoRo could get
If
a
he's
hill.
even under the castle, he could have at least killed the villagers and killed the castle.
Ah, but like if JoRo even had 2 traps, like right now, he would have the hill and could push further.
Yeah, now he doesn't have gold.
And now he also doesn't have wood.
And now he also doesn't have a win in game 3.
True. But like this game was so winnable for JoRo.
If he just stayed on the hill with his death ball.
If you or like not even that, or if he made siege at any point. Like he made 5 traps in the start and then never again made a single trap. This is the same trap he built at minute 4. Now he builds a second trap. Wow, amazing.
It's still like 6 villagers can out repair or repair the same amount as 1 trap, and it's also on the hill. So that. Why is packing the 1 trap even? What?
Now he tries to go for the bottom wood line, but that's also under the hill, so.
Yeah, but he still doesn't have gold if he takes that. I mean, I guess there's not much gold on the map anymore.
He doesn't need gold. He has a manga dye mass. Like that's all he needs. He has 3 relics. He just needs wood now.
The hero trebuchet died.
This really looks like an old AR12 game where he just had no idea how to push anything.
We get Maggot ASMR. Because that's the only unity making. Oh, another second trap! And the one will die. Once again.
Yeah, but
It's a constant 1 trap challenge, like in the old days where you were only allowed to make, what, 5?
Like he still could have built a castle in between those 2 wood lines if he thinks that's like the way he wants to play it. They're not waste traps. I don't know.
Third lonely trap?
Next trap goes in to die. See, maybe he survives 30 seconds.
Just taking wood under the top. Trap can't find a way through the Megadite.
Yeah, but no. Maybe he gets a decent fight, but he doesn't micro his mega die back and he tries to quick wall with houses. So he doesn't lose the job again. That was a decent fight. But he still needs to push. And I don't really see him getting to like 4 traps. Like at least 4 traps he needs. Then he has a chance.
He's also only on 60 villagers.
He's on 60
so many
villagers, he's on 20 farms. But Mangodai is such a OP unit. Like there's nothing really that Spanish can make against Mangodai. Except spam Hassa and hope that your opponent has a stroke.
And it's close! The trap fortress! Let me screenshot the trap fortress for a thumbnail eventually. Oh wait, no, I should put chat away and everything for that. Right, chat is back. And a bombard cannon! Oh no! But we hit all the fortress! Okay, it can't reach, it's only shooting the Megadite. Which is very effective. There's GG call at another satisfying PVC shot.
That probably was the most painful game I've ever watched.
Didn't somebody say that in the last set as well? I was very frustrated with the game one.
True, with the no CH challenge.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is worse. I don't know.
It's kind of worse because it's not only unit comp mistake, but I can win the game and then I leave the hill and don't make siege thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of learning.
It's like you win the game and then you decide to, no, I don't win the game, and then you just don't win it.
That's what happens. Amazing KD for JoRo. Mangadai v Mangadai.
So
And
now we go
JoRo's
into the
sus.
home maps from JoRo, right? And he still has students to pick. And he still has Haboob. And there's like nothing that Sitaux can do against students on Haboob.
96k versus 43k res collected.
Great ego, I guess. So the question is, does JoRo pick Haboob now, or does he wait for the last game and try to lure, like, I don't know, Bulgarians can be a bit scary for students with the CA. Maybe he tries to lure Sitaux into picking Bulgarians on 4 legs. And he still has Japanese and Malians, both are decent against Bulgarians.
Yeah.
So I probably would pick 4 legs now and go Japanese.
Sounds reasonable to me. There's Koreans to fear, right, for the Teutons?
No,
So maybe
like on
Koreans away.
Haboob, no, on Haboob, like the Teutons completely destroy Koreans. Like 90 to 10 maybe, like win percentage wise.
Really?
The start is just insanely. The start is insanely better for Teutons, and after that, like you have so much stone on the map that you can just do castle crush the Korean. So he never gets anything up.
I've seen what you have. And it is a boob. And it is Koreans.
Oh no, he picked Japanese. Oh no. I think JoRo, like... Oh god, JoRo. Like, that's a complete civ loss for Japanese in my opinion.
Japanese against Koreans is tough, yeah. Especially on a map where it's all.
And then he probably gets like Bulgarians against Teutons, which is maybe around 50-50, probably even better for Bulgarians.
You think that's better for Bulgarians?
Yeah.
I thought you hated Bulgarians.
No, yeah, but I also don't really like Teutons that much. Like, against they are really bad against CA.
True, Bulgarians can
Bulgarians
CA,
have good CA. And have siege, like they are even better against students and Poles. Because they have siege
I can
to
see
match.
that. I mean, I don't hate Bulgarians. I like Bulgarians kind of.
Okay.
It's a matchup that you can at least gamble on. I'm at 1 second. I will go to 2.
So amazing.
I'm at 2 now. 3, 2, 1, go. So what can Japanese do here? Cav Archers and try to win with them? What? Stables and... Okay, there's ranges. But 3... Why 3 barracks for the Japanese here? I would have expected 1 barracks and CA.
Barracks are also okay. Like, champions are good against Koreans. So I don't hate it. I mean, you won't kill him in the rush then, but... Japanese can also go really fast, so... Goes a stable? Okay, so it's blind counter from JoRo, from Sitaux with his 3 barracks. But maybe it forces Sitaux to go like for a lot of halberdiers. Why does JoRo queue halberdiers? Oh.
It's Sitaux trying to counter Cav Archers, right? He's starting up, so he's afraid to die early to Cav Archers.
You don't start halb against Cav Archer, what? If you build halb against Cav Archer, you're dead.
No, I mean the range from the ARBs are for that, no?
Yeah. Like I don't know
and
why.
And he saw the stables, that's why he's doing halberdiers.
Maybe. But why is JoRo doing halberdiers?
No clue.
Okay.
I was just thinking about Sitau's build order, like, not about JoRo's. Like, you already pointed out that the abilities are shit from JoRo, so I thought I don't have to say it as well.
Yeah, like, but like against one stable, a bit too many halberdiers.
But there's not one stable. There's no stable for Sitau.
Yeah, but for JoRo, I mean.
Ah, you mean for JoRo? Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
This
you
was a
didn't see that.
conversation out of hell.
But I'm like 5 hours in casting right now, so I will sound even dumber than I am in real life, and then I'm even on stream when it's earlier. Which is not why I'm only sounding. I'm also dumber after 5 hours of casting.
Now JoRo makes champions. That's okay.
Nah, stop. Have it at some point. But now they are so out, and now it's getting tougher and tougher for Japanese. But at least like there's no siege ramp for Koreans, so
Did JoRo
Japanese
rush
towers
at
are stronger.
all with CA? I didn't see
No.
CA for the rush for him.
No, not at all.
Is
He made
JoRo
a tower at
nervous
home.
against Sitau?
I mean,
like we have to
he
talk
started
about
to
that
be
because-
nervous after it was ahead 2-0.
Yeah, maybe because.
But
he played
there is
so
a thing
bad
like you
last
don't,
game.
you are afraid of winning against someone that you consider to be really good.
Maybe, yeah.
And then you get nervous. Oh, I'm beating Sitau 3-0. Oh, can't be. And there's nervous. The first 2 games it didn't look.
No,
not
the first game
nervous.
didn't look nervous, but like this game and the game before were so sloppy mistakes. Like from the Civ pick to how he starts to how he plays now. I mean, I don't know. Like he probably couldn't play much better now. Maybe I would like a lot of champions just go around and control the sides.
And the problem with, I mean, there's Japanese traps and Japanese towers, which I like more than Korean traps and Korean towers.
Yeah, but there's
If he can get the
BBC.
tower trap going against the SO with on it, his own on it just behind like he's doing.
Koreans still have BBC, and BBC is such a hard counter to trap tower.
If you micro the Japanese traps correctly, they kill the
No,
bomber.
if you micro the if you micro the bomber cans, then the traps have no chance. What?
You just make 20 traps and attack round with them, and they will hit. And they have more range.
Yeah, but you can micro the BBC way better than the traps.
You can't really micro BBC against traps though if they're spread out. Like you never know where the shot lands, so you can't really micro against it. At least that's my experience.
I mean, maybe. But if you have 20 traps, I don't think they stay up against Korean Onager.
I would always put them back and forth behind the towers.
Like,
I'm not saying
okay,
it's easy. I'm
we're
just saying it's
talking
possible.
about like a really small win chance here for Japanese, and maybe that's the only win chance for Japanese. So I will give it this. If you have
I didn't say I
perfs, like,
favor Japanese because OP traps kill all. Like that's the chance for Japanese.
Yeah. I still think Koreans can deal with that quite decently.
And right now the trap numbers are for
the
the Korean player, so that won't happen with 3 trebuchets. Like you need a critical mass of 15 traps for that to work. And JoRo's out of wood. And really late wood eco for Japanese. You can really need wood eco before you need gold eco a lot of times for Japanese.
This looks over.
The tower battle at the south. Also won by Sitau.
How
And
do
in the north.
Malians do against students?
Malians against students.
Against Bulgarians.
Malians, I would favor the Malians.
Early game should be good for them, right? But then the siege is better for
faster.
Bulgarians.
Gebeto though. Bulgarians
Gebetto's
struggle
quite
with
nice.
Gebeto behind the army.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
Cavalry
I-
still can't really engage with us, so...
I wouldn't like students against Bulgarians, that's why I'm asking. At least not on 4 legs. Because students are also not very good on 4 legs. Tunes,
Yeah,
tunes are,
not mobile,
I don't
at
get
least.
how you don't pick tunes on Habu. Like, the tunes
They
want the
don't
one
get tossed.
big push through the middle, and like,
Kaboop is dead.
Haibub is only that, and it also has the most stone out of all maps, and tunes are really good with a lot of stone.
Yeah, but Japanese and Koreans are too with a lot of stone.
Yeah, but you don't want Japanese against Koreans because of reasons we see right here on the screen.
Yeah, at the start I always thought it's like a rush map. A lot of people, I never really understood why a lot of people thought it's a tower map. But a lot of people seem to think that it's a tower map.
I think
And
if
then
you can't
think
kill in the
that's
rush,
the
then
thought.
it gets to a tower passive shitfest.
But Korean castles are kind of like towers.
You mean Tudor Castle?
Student castles. Like Korean towers against BBC. Like BBC immune shooting buildings.
Yeah.
And Japanese are like RAM immune shooting buildings. Kind of. Well, what exciting game.
Yeah, JoRo says no eco behind this, no pop, but he spams some more towers and maybe that keeps him alive, probably not. There's so much stone in this map, right? He will be able to like stop Sitau's push for the next like maybe 10 minutes, and then he has to resign, but it will take another 10 minutes.
Could he like raid or something?
With what?
Light
What's the-
cache?
Against all
Samurai
of those
capped
towers,
rams? I don't know.
yeah,
I just want to think of something
rams.
else that could happen in the game than the tower war.
Maybe like a side push with siege ram, with capped ram,
Yeah, no,
a
siege ram.
samurai. I don't know.
Yeah, that.
But that dies to his own. Like hard.
I mean, he has the 10k food that he's not using. I feel like light cav, but Korean towers aren't that great against raids as opposed to Japanese towers.
True.
Because they only shoot one arrow. If you don't get
What? Like he still can't kill the army, right? So what does it really get him if he raids?
killing all the woodlands.
Like if he gets the siege workshops on the bottom, like complete bottom, and then gets an onager behind the wood line and kills all of the wood, yeah.
No. I know the answer. He has to go to the left-hand side corner, onager cut to the corner, then make siege workshops there, makes cut to the corners, make siege workshops in all corners, and just work his way in the forest, so that nothing can take his onager and take all the wood of the map.
Yeah, only problem with that, Korean onagers outrange Korean towers.
Yeah, but
outrange
Sitaux would
onagers
never
by
expect
quite a
that
bit.
and just GG because pure audacity to do
because
that.
OP, yeah, the wood control would be OP. Maybe Sitaux gets bored and wants to play RM again. I don't know. That's also win chance. I mean, his tryharding Empire was a lot for Red Bull, so if this takes more than a day, maybe Sitaux leaves.
It's already castle, so. Ah, there's the side push! Why is it champions not samurai? Samurai look cooler, goddammit. And are a little bit better.
Yeah, but champions are better against buildings, right? And if you only have one unit, then it's OP.
Yeah, but samurai.
It's OP, man. Only champ side push. Why didn't we think about that?
3 more towers to protect the 77 gold. I'd probably try to protect a few farms. Oh, there's a tower by JoRo. It's probably from way earlier. He never got to the critical mass of traps. I feel like the only sensible answer is the one I gave at the start. Like, at some point get to the critical trap mass. But he didn't try that because he's not Boomstick. Or Funny Liquid.
Maybe should have learned from Funny Liquid after playing him. I really don't like that we allowed towers in this in this World Cup. But I
I
guess
was
we don't
against
want
it.
to ban too much.
Like, Golden Swarm was so much fun without towers.
Every map is way like this map would also be much more fun without towers. But I think it will get way better with the updates for the deciders.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think it's too big of a change, but I wish we could disallow towers again. No, we shouldn't, but we will.
Yeah, something to keep in mind for maybe a next World Cup.
Yeah, I think the no towers like worked really well in Ragnarok.
Yeah,
Like, you have to communicate it a lot,
worked really well for you.
but
I agree.
I would want that game independently of that, man.
Only won it because of the towers, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the fast fires that Rage built, that they were OP, man. So next try from George to stop the death ball from Sitaux.
Yeah, 5 traps is 10 shooters.
Ah, but maybe Sitaux
I mean,
wastes
he
all
had
of
the
his
resources
outages.
for the traps. He really, or literally, only needs 1 unit. And it's not
And
champions.
Sitaux now is out of gold.
What? Sitau's not out of gold. Also go to mine. He can mine the forward gold.
No, he's out of gold. It's a close game. JoRo will win
I mean,
this.
JoRo's rests are amazing. Just can't
Those
figure out
are
what to do with them.
amazing. JoRo still has a lot of room to go back to. He has a lot of wood control.
Okay, Keller's hypecasting this, so I can take a break, right?
Yeah, that was it with hypecasting. Okay.
That was the hypecasting in the lowest and most disappointed voice I've ever heard. And I've listened to some really weird people casting. Let's see if those 2 traps survive. Oh, they're being repaired! Let's go! Ultra zoom!
Quite like shit.
How can you repair? Oh, there comes a shot.
Like a double kill. Oof.
Double
Insane.
kill!
Ah,
Look
but
at the
now,
flames.
but the villages are being pulled to fight back now.
It looks the game looks way more action-packed if you zoom in at the complete zoom-in level.
You get the complete zoom-in level. How do you see any action? You see one
Well,
camper
I see a
just
tower
shooting.
burning, falling, balls flying, traps dying,
You
GG's
see
calling.
balls flying. Okay.
Yes. Certainly becomes a big game of beach volleyball. Just with people wearing more clothes. But actually the villagers don't wear that many clothes. It's not 3-1 for JoRo. It is 2-2! Game 5!
And JoRo fucked himself with his draft. It's so much better stuff in every game. He could have had so much better stuff.
That's the statistics if you want to pause the video. But the game was long over, so I'm not gonna delve into it. Koreans winning against Japanese, and we're still wondering why we didn't see Teutons. I will need one last 2-minute break. I'm sorry, guys. I will heal you. Thanks for the raid.
Ooh, right.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
I will be right back. You will hear the slightly annoyed voice of Keller for 2 minutes. I'm sorry. And then you hear my completely enthusiastic voice.
Yeah, we are currently casting a set of the Deathmatch World Cup 5 qualifier. JoRo was Sitaux, so the RM Pro, most of you probably know. And JoRo, the well-known DMer. We are at 2-2 right now. Don't let yourself be confused by the scoreboard. And we're about to go into the last game on 4 legs. We'll probably see Teutons against Bulgarians, which is a a bit better for Bulgarians, I would say. Yeah. Maybe Malians. I probably would pick Malians here if I was JoRo. But Teutons are one of the best civs, and it would be weird not to pick them.
I mean, they're only his last pick, though, so the draft doesn't
it
really
looks
tell us
so-
that he thinks they're good.
It looks so weird that Khmer and Malians are supposed to be the two better civs, but the Bulgarians and Teutons are obviously much better. But I'm in the game at 2 seconds. So let's go.
Yeah, I still need to drag it in. Ooh, nobody's chatting, but we actually have 29 people. I would be excited if it was Khmer.
Khmer Malians would be fun. I don't know who would
That
win
would be a win for Khmer, no?
Still SO,
Ah.
right?
Still SO better can micro, but Khmer can win that.
And camels are also quite decent against elephants. I think it's okay-ish.
Ah, boring. Bulgarian students.
Ah, JoRo. Why not pick Teutons in the last game? Why not just win the...
Why not just win the Mongol game after you had
the Mongol game? Yeah.
Alright, I'm at 2 seconds as well.
Go.
3, 2, 1. Let's go. JoRo in game 5 as the Teutons to the left and to the right Sitaux as the Bulgarians. Starting 2 stables and 7 barracks. Against 3 stables, 6 barracks. Quite similar. Teutons have Dreadnought.
Okay, so I think how the matchup goes with is Sitaux, it goes the same as JoRo, like Paladin or Cavalier and then Infantry with Siege. I think that's a big win for Teutons. But the one thing that Sitaux can do here to make this a good matchup for himself is to go Cav Archer, because Teutons really struggle against Cav Archer. And this could be a really good play, but doesn't seem to go for that right now.
Nope, archery range is placed. Codex probably not the best choice against Teuton Paladins and Elite Teutonic Knights.
No, I don't think Conics are a thing here. Even against Teuton Champ or Helps.
There's a Crepust.
Don't trade well, and the Crepust, and even more barracks before siege workshops.
How do Teuton champions versus Bulgarian two-handed swordsmen go?
That should be a big win for Teuton Champs.
Should it?
I don't know. Maybe it's even.
They got
How much more
additional
how
armor,
much more
though.
melee armor?
+5 or something ridiculously high.
+5? Then
I think
it's
the
probably
200
good.
should
I
win.
thought it was +3, and Teutons get +2. I don't know.
+5, yeah.
But Sitaux seems pretty dead here. 4 villages, 25 army. Now I'm waiting for the big push from JoRo with a lot of siege. Like, I think JoRo can win this in the next 5 minutes.
Sitaux is housed at 45 pop and JoRo has 85 pop. That should be over. I mean,
But
there's
JoRo
a
has
counter
all of
rate.
his army at his base. Like, look at Paladins. They're in the back of his base. All of his army is in the back of his base.
A lot of halberdiers from both. I mean, makes sense for Sitaux. There's more paladins from JoRo.
Yeah, a bit weird from JoRo, but I don't hate it.
Too stable. That many
If
halberdiers
you
seems like wasting
see
to me.
that many halberdiers from the Bulgarian, your halberdiers win that easily. And they're pretty cheap, and you just want the big siege ball, so kinda doesn't make too much of a difference. But JoRo, like with having all his army in the back and then slowly patrolling it forward. No, he doesn't even go
Patrolling it back.
Oh, JoRo, what are you
Didn't finish the
doing, man?
monastery, so he could take relics right now with the map control. Ooh, sneaky dogs though, let's go! In
he
both
doesn't-
lakes around Sitaux.
He doesn't even take map control. He could easily go for the left and the right hill and then, like...
Ah, he learned from Funny Liquid after all. He's taking lake control.
Incredible. May.
You lost the finals to that.
Yeah, but that was not because of the dogs and the lakes. That's because I was playing really nervous. But now JoRo has a decent push army that he can push with,
Still
but
a
he's
lot
super
staying in
housed
his
again.
face. Guess will be good to defend that. There's the Onagers and the Trebuchets. Sitaux getting on like that little hill to the right, but still no map control whatsoever really. The
And
trap
JoRo
should
not-
trap that down. Trap pathing a bit weirdly to the south. Sorry, go on.
Why is JoRo not taking any of the map? Like, he had such big army advantage. He could either decide to kill Sitaux, or to take all of the map and then kill Sitaux slowly. But he decided to do nothing and wait till Sitaux has an equal army.
Feels like the Mongol-Spanish game.
Feels a bit like the Mongol-Spanish game, only even weirder.
It's a little bit of a pop advantage for JoRo still. Unlucky that but the traps are not all firing. He has trouble positioning his army on the castle. Now a lot of bombard cannons
also,
at the north.
like more than half of JoRo's army is just sitting in base doing nothing.
Yeah, at the back of the base, at the front of the base, everywhere around the base. Something is patrolling the map, but not too much. And fire ships. If you want denied docks, why fire ships? It's not the game deciding part, but you probably thought Sitaux had docks.
Yeah.
One castle
Then-
goes down. What happened to the bombard cannons? Okay, they're still there.
Yeah, but the army from JoRo looks pretty decent now. Not the most gold. Maybe sell a bit and go a few ETK.
Siege onagers. Bombard
Did you
cannons
know-
are not shooting!
Sitaux
Oh,
and
the
JoRo
bomber
micro so
cannons
much
are-
better for Sitaux. And this could
Kinda
cost
expected, right?
JoRo
From
his
the
army.
2K4.
But they are still
Um,
7.
It's nothing defending the siege! And the Conics
yeah,
are
because
screaming
all
in.
of his halberdiers and paladins are in JoRo's base, not to the front. Now he noticed, and now he's going forward, but he lost his push again, and
Yeah, that going forward will do nothing now. And it's mainly halberdiers, right? I mean, the south, he stopped the castle. Ooh, Sitaux getting away with the relic.
I'm so confused what happened between game 1 and 2, where he just played aggressive, pushed his opponent when he had the advantage, to this. Like, to this and game... what was it,
Three.
game 3?
Also game 4, right? With Japanese, I feel like early he could have done more.
Yeah.
Like he also played that into the tower war that Japanese shouldn't win, instead of trying to use the early window that Japanese have, arguably.
He plays this like he is convinced that he already lost the game, and just sits there and wait until he really loses it.
Oh, yeah, the cannon guys. But he's not killing the dog first!
But he also only has normal cannon galleons. I think that's just a waste of rest at this point of the game. Like, that they won't do anything. Kill super slowly, they're super expensive.
Yeah, it's more a thing when you have elite.
They don't even kill the docks in time for them to not go up.
Yeah, now there's a fire ship. And in the north, I think they... Sitaux! With the monk! Oh, sadly students get heresy. But the fire ship's killing them now. Nothing's happening at the land, so we can watch this.
No, JoRo maybe expanding a bit. He has so much zone. Please build an army, a fucking castle on the bottom hill and on the top hill.
Sitaux has all
Like,
the time in
wow.
the world to complain that he doesn't get fast fires.
Obviously he has.
Lord, what is that stone base at the south? Tower, is this an RM game? I think Sitaux mind gamed JoRo into somewhat thinking like between game 2 and 3 that they're playing an RM set now for the rest.
I get. And JoRo is again just sitting in his base doing nothing, no, like having no map control at all, having nothing, and now they are even Cavalry for Sitaux, and like it really feels just like JoRo is not even trying to win this.
If you feel like you want to complain about seeding, maybe you should try to win your set.
Yeah, I don't think he can complain about seeding after this. Because this wasn't won by Sitaux playing. Like, Sitaux played okay, but he didn't play amazingly well.
Well, JoRo won the right side leg and is fishing in it. But he lost the top. Gold and stone control there. He has so many resources, he has 0 on wood.
Was it a bad time for JoRo? Maybe he was super tired because it was early in the morning? I tried to search for any reason that he plays like this is bad.
He switched the cards, it's funny liquid, that would explain the water action, and funny liquid isn't that good, right?
Like he had to leave after game 2 and then he let Funny Liquid play. That would make sense, yeah.
Funny liquid likes no, it doesn't make sense. Funny liquid would have made more traps in the Japanese war.
True. Maybe he let me play the Japanese war. I would be that great at Japanese. No, I would have rushed.
We can rule out it was Boomstick or Funny Liquid just by the Japanese war.
And it was no
They would have
rush,
made 20 trips.
So that also, like maybe AR12? Yeah. Like he doesn't like towers, so he... but he made a lot of towers, he didn't make traps.
Nah, I mean, AR makes towers if he
maybe
has a tower.
it's Solara.
So he doesn't like it, but...
No,
Solara, yeah, Funny Liquid is making, yeah.
No, Solara
but Solara would have won the Mongol game.
Yeah, true. For sure, like...
Solara likes making one big push down. Solara retreats a lot from hills sometimes. At least he did that in the past, so maybe it fits. Yeah, now JoRo is still not doing anything and just slowly losing the map to Sitaux.
He's not doing army, he's not doing... siege, he's not... I don't know.
They're making paladins somewhere. Trying to defend the south, but not really. They're not next to the castle.
His army isn't going there, right? He still has a big siege and Teutonic Knight army in the middle, and it's just in the middle and middling. I really like how Sitaux just towers the lakes. There's not really anything that the tutor can do about that. And towers are so good against everything on water.
Well, the cannon guns could kill them. 13 range versus 11.
Really slowly.
Oh, he's towering the north leg. I thought about. I was looking at the right leg.
Like I mean the bottom and the top leg.
Yeah. He also towered on the right, but there's 3 cannon guns already, so it feels a bit useless.
Yeah, but he can also get the fish on that leg.
Could kill them. True. Ah, yeah, it was against the farming core, yeah. Did Goro gather an army now? No.
Goro has full pop, but he has some army in the middle.
Yeah, but it's still like the siege and the infantry is always sitting in the middle, and the paladins are running around bigger armies than they are. Ah, they killed a gold. That was good. It can't be me. You would clearly see scouts and CA. Okay, yeah.
No, I also think AI would have played this better. Like AI would have took the map, then sat back.
That's it. 100 farm scout cavalry? The winning condition? JoRo was... Hi, Sitaux. Now Chat is waking up all of a sudden. Hi, Sitaux. JoRo was playing like it's a campaign where he has to protect his middle castle with Teutonic Knights. Beautiful. I have to hold myself back from laughing because I wanted to read it out first for people who are not actively looking at chat.
But he really plays it like he has to defend the middle castles and then he wins it. Like there's like a counter, like a wonder or something. I don't get it.
Let me look in game because Capture Edge doesn't show wonder counters. No, there isn't.
Weird.
But now Sitaux has the CA, which we talked about is the killer unit, right? And he has a good number of them now. So Sitaux has all the time in the world. Like, actually, the counter is for Sitaux, not for JoRo. Because as we saw in the Teutons game earlier, keep your CA alive, wait until the Teutons run out of rest. Which Overtaken did do because he didn't make CA. Little castle war at the top. Well, JoRo's not really contesting that. Sitaux will get the castle up. But Sitaux, did you say something specific to JoRo after game 2? And if yes, can you teach me that mind trick for future tournaments, please? If it's inside the fairness rules. If not, I don't.
No, he hacked JoRo. He was playing with like 500 ping all games.
Maybe they said like we played the first 2 on US server and the last 3 on French server, but still wouldn't explain a lot of things.
I don't think it was a server that lost him the third game or this game.
Yeah, as said, still wouldn't explain the thing. Trap house denied! Let's go, JoRo! Oh, JoRo's finally pushing something! He's pushing in the north!
Let's go. Where is
JoRo realized his timer isn't there, but he's still leaving the siege archers behind to defend the wonder just in case Petard Mass comes.
Yeah, that's really smart.
But it's enough to take out the castle.
Is he now sending his onagers without any protection to kill the Cav Archer on the bot?
Yes. Ah, there's 3 parents. And the Cav Archers... I guess there's trebuchets. I guess there's a reason for something to go there. He's trying to add army to it, like from his production, while he's attacking in the north. But has also lost immediate for his traps there. Oh no, the parents are now going south. He's trying to send the onagers with the army. It's fine.
Yep.
Clear Caps is saying we should spend more time talking about the game instead of bashing JoRo, but I don't think they've seen the full set.
Yeah. It's just like this is the 4th game, like, or the 2nd game rather, that JoRo definitely 100% should have won. He's still in a decent position.
Yeah,
so I don't know what to talk about like it's over. So if he like
now he's taking over the south and the north.
Yeah, like could have had them for the past hour, I think. The game isn't that long. The past 30 minutes. Sorry.
7 trebuchets going there. I feel like that one Krepos could have probably be killed faster. Okay, there's a second Krepos. You don't want to lose army for free though. So. But JoRo made a really nice castle at the top hill. Ram push. Oh, I feel like Sitaux would have had an easier time with trebuchets. Okay, he's trying to produce them, but it's full pop. There's still
What is
gold in
that?
the south. If JoRo could take that like a little bit faster.
I mean, why faster? Yes, 7 traps and against 1 Krapos. Perfect, I think.
Some paladins could have. Oh yeah, that's some paladins going to the gold. That's what I wanted to see, but it's still only 170 gold left.
Now he's playing it decent again. Like his eco is shit right now, but if he gets that back up, and he's sadly lost all his stone now, so
Sitaux killing a
Maybe-
castle without it just. But yeah, I like the attack angles that JoRo chose in the last 5 minutes. I hear 0 stone. Now he's going back.
he really needs to kill Sitaux now. Like the late game is impossible for students against Cavalry.
He's out of gold, and the last gold is where Sitaux is pressuring. I think he can clear that with those paladins, so. Yeah, I think that's right.
No.
You want to clear that.
He
and
will
take the
lose
gold
all his
there.
siege now.
Oh. Well, nice call of JoRo to go to see the paladins up top and go there. Okay, Sitau's not trying to push that. The traps are getting away. I think the castles are enough to defend those connects. And JoRo can go back to the gold. I think we're seeing like a good strategic game from both in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I really like how Sitaux is playing. Just always, like, he knows that JoRo has better army, like, most of the time, or had the better army. I think right now it's pretty even. And he always, like, pushes back the side where JoRo leaves, and then, goes back when JoRo leaves that side again. But now the cavalry, like, the JoRo lost the siege on Jamas really, I think, should lose him the game, because the cavalry just kill everything else that you can build.
Yeah, I don't know how that trap ended up there. Yeah, it was. And it's over. I think
This
JoRo
feels
realized what you just said with losing the so. And
Yeah,
like
but
JoRo's also Sitau's also pushing from the south.
yeah,
I still has the
JoRo's
gold in the
eco
north though.
but look at JoRo's eco. Like, doesn't have an eco really.
Oh, he's out of wood. Nah, but he has 5k. I can't
think-
really secure the north, I guess, so he can always be rated at the stone and the gold, and he's being pushed from the
Yeah.
south. And he's being pushed from the middle. Yeah, it's tough. But he had, like, the start. You guys didn't see all of it. Like, Sitaux was down to 5 villagers, and House had, like, 40 pop, and JoRo had, like, 80 or 100 pop.
Yep.
And arguably the better civ for the early game. Yeah, here. 10 to 4 villagers. And no, overall pops here. Right? Yeah. There's like 28 pop for Sitaux and 50 pop for JoRo. And JoRo had a lot of army at the back of his base. And then fought with half his army. If he fights with all his army, they're again 5 assists.
Yeah, or if he just takes the map with his army, like, he had options.
Yeah.
Really good options. And it feels like JoRo was super intimidated by
Yeah,
Sitaux.
Sitaux didn't tell me his mind trick. I don't know. He didn't say anything after that ridiculous
I
comment.
think his mind trick is being a 2k4 armor, 2k5 armor.
Yeah, nice trick. Lot of work you have to do for that trick, so it's not really something you can adapt.
That's something short term.
Yeah.
I guess you gotta start
Being
grinding now.
Viper, like it's the same like being Viper. Right?
Yeah, that's a pretty similar trick.
Yeah.
But I think 2k5 RM is easier than being Viper. I'll
Yeah,
say that.
true. I mean, you have to change your username for being Viper. My trick was giving him 2 games so he falls asleep. At which time did you play? Thanks, Paulette.
Yeah, but how are they playing late for JoRo and early for like that?
Yeah,
would
that's
be maybe they played like 6 GMT or something. But then both would play shit. Played at 2 AM
Sitaux
for
said
me,
he
so
had played at 2 AM for him. There was prime time for
it's
JoRo then.
prime time for JoRo game.
No
I don't know,
excuses.
no excuse.